What's up, guys? In this video, I am going to be walking you through a trade that I took today. It's February 10th, and this is going to be a setup that I saw based off of sellers being absorbed or trapped. That in turn caused me to take a long off of them, and this one was a little bit different because I actually doubled down. I'm going to explain everything, why I did that, and we're gonna go over the live recording. So this time I'm going to move myself to the bottom right here, and I'm gonna shrink myself. This is me right now live to pull up the executions for you guys, just to show you. So I took two trades based off of the same setup. One did not work out, and this one obviously did. My executions here, I got 10 MES long at 71.50, and then I got another 10 long about 4 minutes later at 72. First execution was at 8:46, and that gets stopped out. So I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit to, all right, so some context before I take this in a few seconds. I was bullish for the day. The VIX was down about 2.5%, 3%. And what I was looking for was a pullback that was above 60.45 to get long. And that is exactly what you're gonna see. So what happens is we pull back from like 60, 80s to 90s. We pulled back to 60, 68 area. And looking at the DOM right here, you can start to see some absorption forming. So I am eyeing this right now in this moment. And what I usually like to see for, I really hope the audio is not fucked on this. Maybe I should just hold this. So what I like to see for absorption plays, I like to see significant effort fail. And once I see that, and then I see that followed by some volume in my favor, then that's when I like to put the position on. And my stop loss will be usually right below wherever that effort fails. So with that being said, you guys are gonna see me take one entry at 8:46, and that gets stopped out pretty quickly. And so I take it after this buying volume comes in right here. That's when I actually took this one, and that was not the best entry, and which is probably why I get stopped out. So this stops out relatively quickly. Gonna wait for that to happen.
Stop
All right,
field.
so I just get stopped out of the first entry that I took, which was not a really good entry. And right now I'm watching for this absorption to see if it's going to still hold. So I'm fucking cold as shit. That's why I'm like low-key shaking right now. But you're gonna see some significant volume come in here that fails to move price lower. All right, so in this very moment, I'm still watching this absorption. I see a little bit of buying volume come in here, and I take 10 long. My stop loss is gonna be right below 60, 80, or 60, 68, 25. And you are gonna see some more selling volume that's much more significant than anything we've seen yet come in here. And that's whenever I add on 10 more contracts. So that doesn't happen for another few minutes. So all right, so I skipped ahead a little bit. Look at this volume, selling volume coming in right here. And look at this absorption occurring on the DOM. So you will see a spike in selling volume unless this is it. But I think there's some more that's gonna come. All right, so this is that significant selling volume that I was talking about. So in the moment, it looks pretty scary, and I actually think I'm gonna get stopped out, but you see that spike on the delta right here? This is telling me that this is significant volume, and you see it hold right above where my stop was invalid, or it holds where my thesis was invalid. And as soon as I see some buying come in, you're gonna see me double down with 10 more contracts. And I believe the fill price is like 72. So I'm still kind of waiting. I'm eyeing it, and I'm viewing this as significant effort failing to move price lower. And if I wasn't already in 10 contracts, I would be in 10 contracts right now. So that's what made me double down on this position, because my mindset, just like I said, was if I see this, I'm taking it. And that is why I doubled down. I accepted the risk. I said to myself, if this stops out, I'm fine with that because it looks so obvious. So now I'm in fully for an average price of 71.75 for 20 long. And my targets were, so my first target, since I was doubled down, I just wanted to take half my position off at 10 points. So I was targeting 60.82 for the first 10 contracts. And then I was targeting the overnight highs. And my final target was 6,100 supply, but I ended up taking them off at 60.92 because it got to the point where I was gonna have to basically wait around for like an extra $150. And in my opinion, it just was not worth it. So I just decided to lock it in. And that gave me the final R multiple of a 4.08 R on this trade. So yeah, those were my exits. And pretty much this is just gonna be us waiting around for volume. And during the trade, I kind of like hold my phone up with some notes to tell you what I just told you. To explain my psychology through this trade, I was very confident in this trade. In the beginning, I was kind of like, this trade seems so obvious to me that it seems like it might not work out, and that's truly how I felt. So that's how I felt in the beginning, but obviously in this game, you don't let your thoughts or emotions dictate what you do. You let the logic and the data allow you to make decisions. So it seemed too good to be true, I'm gonna be honest with you, but yeah, it worked out. So you're gonna see me take my first 10 off very soon right here, and then we get like a spike up to 86, and then I take 5 more off, and then throughout this trade, I'm just waiting and I'm talking to my Discord a little bit. And then essentially I just get tired of waiting and I'm sitting around here for like 20, 30 minutes, and I decide to take the rest off and call it a day. So I believe I do that any moment here. So yeah, my last execution was at 9:52 and I got out at 60.92. So that was but anyways, that was the trade. If you guys like these trade recaps and the live sessions, please give this video a like and subscribe. Also comment if you want to see anything or if you took a trade, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.